film itself is very grainy. I don't know how old y'all are. I assume most of you are as old as me, or if not, but ancient. People, they let you out of a museum. They let me out of a museum. I am a museum. That's why you're here. I'm an exhibit. But back in like 1973, if any of you were around, the air was made of little grains of rice. I was on a kibbutz, not that far from here. And I used to come into Tel-Aviv. I'd never dreamed one day I'd be playing here in adult life. But then you don't really dream of what's going to happen. You dream of what you'd like to happen. But I'm very glad to be here. I'm just making the shape of grains of rice. So we get up at 4 in the morning on the kibbutz and work with oranges till about 12:30, and then eat and go to sleep and then groove. And then the process would repeat itself. And then Jim Morrison died and I went home to London. But the air was very thick. You'd get up at dawn and be 2 hours till breakfast, and you'd have to kind of make your way through all these grains of rice. They'd all be there, just like grains of, the air was like rice. It was thick. You'd have to kind of do that. But it would follow you around. You could see the molecules all the molecules would just be all around you. And it was quite hard to pick the oranges because the molecules would get jealous and they'd swarm. If you ever get stuck in a swarm of molecules, so you'd slow down. Oh, this was the early 70s. And meanwhile, over in America, as usual, they were killing each other and filming it and glorifying it. And where we were, but they had that, Clint Eastwood. So this is set in the first slaying in Magnum Force, where the big mafia boss has eluded justice, he thinks, but then a vigilante cop in aviator shades and jodhpurs tracks them all down. He comes after them in a police motorcycle and makes them pull in and says, "Can I see your license?" And the driver gives him because the driver's a bad guy, he gives him a bad guy look. But the cop is a cop, so he's inscrutable. All the bad guy can see is himself reflected in the shades. The bad guy's giving him the cop a bad guy look, and the very bad guy in the back, who's next to his crooked lawyer and his henchman, just goes, show the officer your ID. Let's do things properly. Anyway, the officer looks at the ID and then he shoots them all dead and drives away again. And this is the first slaying in Magnum Force. So. This is set in that situation, but it's actually about my relationship with my mother. So a bit of rock and roll slap echo, please. You can find this song outside Lily or Slila, I think that's vaguely how you pronounce it, is selling, there's a couple of records of mine, and this is on one of them. It's a Norwegian album called Tromsø Captain, but only one song is in Norwegian. This is the first track. What do you know? Slap echo, let's go.
Just a speck in the mirror on a light blue afternoon, and that speck's getting bigger. Put a weapon in your hand, if you were not so aggressive. I feel pity in my heart, but your rage is so possessive. I just don't know where to start. On a light blue afternoon, and I don't know where I am with you. There's no safety in your eyes, but the skin is soft. The skin is soft, alright. The skin is soft. The skin is soft, alright. The skin is soft. The skin is soft, alright. The skin is soft. The skin is soft, alright. Alright.
Thanks, so Ziv, if you could keep